there. Excuse me. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for tuning in to WJQC. It is Jake UC. QuadCast, JakeLive. Live music. It's all live music. Live music. Live musically. I know you can't see my eyes very well. They're in there. They're in the shade, but they are not clouded. Do not be confused. Welcome to Jake UnDressed. We greet the day. Another day in which to excel, my father would say. I say it's another day to do whatever's next. And this is next. Welcome to What's Next. It's always every moment. Welcome to What's Next. Our undressed segment tend to be a little more gentle than other segments. We greet the day and we're kind of mulling over what transpired the evening before. You know, we got these cycles to the day. Let's start with the obvious. Evening. I know. Hey, sweetie. Nice to see you, sweet pea. Nala says she wants to be part of Mercy's dieta. She told us. It's really cool. Yeah. She says orange is her color. Ooh. Yeah, that makes sense, right? She is so dark feminine. Defined, I mean, right? Orange, red, orange. Sexuality such a big time. Yep. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Yep. And she's orange. She's, like Bragg said, she's practically orange. That's why I laugh when my neighbors say they're worried they're gonna run her over. First off, I dare you to fucking catch her. Jesus. Just try. And it's like if I put a hunting vest on her, it just disappears. She's orange. How the fuck are you gonna hit her? She's not stupid. She knows about cars and shit. Anyway, no, so it's less hot in the morning, but you can tell things have been burning pretty hot. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. But yeah, mystical. And had a beautiful, very early morning communion with Mercy. So blessed, man. We're just, I've been up all night. We've communed right on through the night. It's just, it just keeps going. I just keep rolling with it. At some point, the body says, hey, let's lie down for a little bit, maybe, who knows? And that's a different experience. And, but the nights, let's see. We'll start with the night, because I'm about the darkness. I really am. I mean, check my gene keys. And it's in Sharon's too, and she's ignoring it. But I think it's gene key 28. The keynote is embracing the darkness. And so let's start there, because it's the richness. It's deep. I love the big expansive too, but darkness, wow. And this is, we're coming out of the period of the darkness, and Mercy and I were talking about that in our own cycles, and when she rises and her channels open really bright, right? When hers really, there's a little bit of this. We had been in this thing, and it was really scary when we went through the dark of the winter. That's a hibernation time, And this one was really like it's everything. She and I for weeks and weeks and weeks, the channels were just shut down, and it's scary, right? Hamilton knows that's like when the vision was off, and he's just getting. But it's you gotta trust, but you're still in your process. So now you kind of you think the channels have shut down. You think that they have shut down, but they have not. What it is, they're showing, you're being shown that it's not, you know, there's this when my channels are wide open, zzz, like this. So that's at night, and especially into you go past midnight, and like wow, 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 right? And that's yeah, we go very trance-like at night. At least this is what's been very trance-like at night. Very deep, very. I mean, if you look some of the from last night, some of the playing, the hand was just electric. It's the electric hand. And there's a lot that gets dug out at night, right? That's at night we're mining. It's the darkness, you're getting into the muck, right? You bravely so, and you learn to relish that. But that's when you're gonna break up the really deep dark stuff, and as it leaves you, if you do so with allowance and not grabbing onto it, not freaking out that you see something that's really uncomfortable to see, realize something because you've just been shown it again, shown it in a number of ways. If you were smashed in the face, like before your earliest memory, something, you're going to be something. Find yourself in a position where you're like, and literally, you're going to have the same exact physical motion. And you're gonna remember that fucking happened. Oh my God, no wonder. And then with that memory, as horrific as that is, and it's gonna hurt like fuck, as badly as like, yeah, it's all of the pain of that you couldn't even fathom to feel, because that rejection from the person that you relied on so much went counter to everything that you know that you are. You just fucking know it before they fucking beat it out of you, you know? Before they conditioned it out of you. Before it was conditioned out of you. Before, yeah. I used to think when I saw those things, I had something would come back, oh shit, that happened. And I say, oh fuck, how many therapy appointments is that going to take now for me to have to work through that? No, it just showed it to you as it's going. You get to see the control screen. Oh look, that's gone. It still hurts. Yeah, there's still more. It's okay. More and more is going to go and go and go. Yeah, so there's some really painful shit that you end up, there's a lot of, and you learn to handle it. If you tune into, Mercy and I had our call this morning, and so I hit record. Mercy me. We didn't bother going live or anything, but we'll share. It's always good stuff, and we're mining our own experiences. And again, today more stuff came up, and Mercy's telling me about this being completely invalidated by her date in front of her daughter on Mother's Day, right? And the purpose of her, she's telling me the story, and it's a beautiful story about how she comported herself and what she did, and it's really like, yeah, good, like, it's like, oh man, look at, that's what that dark feminine energy can do when you are not out of your fucking mind and blaming. Like she says, okay, she's responsible for her inner experience and how what that behavior in this aberrant behavior. I don't know what this guy is fucking thinking. That is not going to win this woman's heart. No. You're lucky you still have a head attached, you know. Yeah. You guys are crazy. Crazy. No, you don't have what it takes to dance with that. You do not. And if you want to try anyway, you had best let her lead. That's for you. It's different with me, Mercy. It's because there's pure allowance. And that thing that would take your head off, you know, suddenly wants to rest it on your shoulder. Yeah, it's a beautiful, check it out, because I saw some painful shit there too. And there was something that was really, yeah, it's beautiful, you'll check it out. You know, I've said I've had this stitch right under my left rib cage, this stitch. And everything's been pouring out of my left side of this area, and it's been weeks. I mean, my whole fucking life. But it finally came as this stitch, and I kept thinking that I got to get rid of this last little bit. And I had this beautiful realization that just changed everything. I just realized that's Mercy calling to me. Holy shit. Right? It, you know, like seriously, like suddenly it clicked, and it was so obvious. It was so fucking obvious. Like all the pieces fit together, and it was instant. Now so here's how my PTSD trigger used to go. You know, back in its worst, you know, someone would hold me responsible for having a bad experience of me. Yeah. And my partner would say, you know, you did this and you hurt me. You know, I triggered your story. That's all I ever did. So no, I did not. And deep down, I know, you know, that's an assault. This pure, loving being feels that acutely. He never hurt you, and you blamed him for that. And he's dealing with his own pain and suffering, and he's not blaming you for his. Never once blamed you for his pain and suffering. If he was coming at you, he was saying, allow me to be me. Don't blame me for having an uncomfortable experience, Sharon. Just because I sing happy birthday to Deb Klein on the day of her birthday, and she's one of these fucking widows that gets all angry, I don't know. And I'm gonna sing her fucking happy birthday. You're gonna get to spend the entire time at the gym with her after that. And I'm just dropping you guys off because I'm a sweet fucking man. You know? And you were irate with me. What's going on with you and Deb? You were irate with me. So irate that you couldn't do your workout. You had to come in like you had kept the keys to the car, so I found myself in Vineyard Haven with your car, but I don't have the keys. I can't start it again, right? So I'm saying, hey, you're gonna have to take an Uber here or something when you're done with your workout. But no, you're so fucking irate with me. You have to get like on a bus or an Uber or whatever and come immediately to. You were steaming. You were fucking shaking. What did I do? That was me, and I told you that is my joyous expression. It's just like Franklin. And you treated me just like Franklin, right? Tossing a stone every 15 feet out in front of me as I'm swimming along. Oh, there's another stone. Oh, it seems so real. It seems so real. You know what I was doing while you were getting all steamed up, getting angry with me on your treadmill and shit like that? I was looking for a gift for Deb. I was looking for a gift for her. Your friend. Your friend. What? Inside out, right? You're holding me responsible for your shitty thinking. How many times did I'd be in a bad mood? I'm sorry, I was fucking hurting times. How many times did I say it's nothing, it's just shitty thinking? Because I'm caught in this fucking illusion that you were doing something to me, and it was hard. But I said, it's not you, it's just shitty thinking. And I stayed true to that. You said it's not you. But it was fucking me in your fucking little hamster mind. No more berries for you. Sharon used to, she always she wanted me to tell her how smart she was. You're brilliant. You're absolutely brilliant. And man, I was so wowed at you in the way you could create your self-starter, self-made woman. Jeez. Anyway. And you couldn't look me in the eyes. I'm just Jake. This is Al. And we're listening to Betty. We're witnessing Betty. We put it all together with Jake, Al, and Betty. Cosmic Buskers. Not anymore. And when I do, it's on purpose. From the inside, the outside, I was reaching out from everywhere. And it's still I got a stick in my eye. Your eyes, I saw it all in your eyes. The light and the dark. Can't hide those lion eyes. Not from these. Some fun today. I'm gonna tip over some dominoes. I'm gonna toss some grenades. Gonna stir some shit. When all the blocks, the cinder blocks, are just sitting on the pavement, nothing can happen. It's static. We gotta get some shit moving. Once it's moving, then it gets exciting. Then people start stepping on their dicks, which you see. The women. I see it all the time. The Game Master is here. And we're gonna have fun. New game, more fun. Next Revolution. Check us out. Look it up on Mighty Networks. Next Revolution. Join us. Everyone's welcome. Live life live. perfect. Notice the ash on that? Totally changes the tone of the strings. Unbelievable. It's those little things. Like you've seen, if you watch some of these, you'll see, little things I've noticed, right? Rock stars are the long, greasy hair, and then I notice as my hair grows longer, and my fingers are too dry, and it's just it's feeling fingers through the hair. Ooh, perfect, yo, on the nose. But and that's different. The fingers on the nose is different than the fingers in the hair. It's a different feel, and it's not random. Hands go for what they want. I mean, it's not like, look at me. It's for everything. It's all part and parcel. Nothing is insignificant. Nothing is insignificant. Everything is important as the other piece. We just put the importance on the part that we notice. That's great. You notice that. That's a piece of it. Now go to the next one. What are the other steps? What else do you notice? I notice that ash is precious. And when ash lands on my guitar, that's a blessing, right? It's like, whoa, okay, what's going on here, right? And the ash, I notice, oh, ash, my guitar, oh, there it is. And the ash blows over the strings, and suddenly it's on my fingers. And immediately, I feel a totally different tone. It's just a different vibe. Nothing is insignificant. It's not like, oh, that happened, so then they should. No, that was, yes, we want to shift tone here, so everything is in synchronization with that. Things follow. They give the appearance of following. It's how we have order amongst the disorder. Remember, everything is pattern. Order is a type of pattern. That's a 3D reality that was imagined, assumed, proposed by Euclid. Platonic solids and shit like that. Pattern, that's order. That's ordered. That's great, order. That's a pattern. Everything else is pattern. The other 96%. That's all pattern too. All of those patterns that you don't recognize, you lump them into one thing, you call that disorder, right? That disorder, that's not order, okay? It doesn't mean it's insignificant. It doesn't mean that you can't suss it out, right? There was a time when it was all disorder. We're like, what the fuck is going on here? And Newton said, imagine there's a point. Imagine. Let's assume. Let's start here. Okay. And what follows from that? Boom, 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 boom. And then we're going to the moon. Right? We're splitting atoms. Okay, done. Finish that. Good. Good. Yay. Yay, yes. And then we keep repeating it, right? I've said this, right? David proved the slingshot. And then we proved it when we went to the moon. And then we're going to prove it to Mars and Saturn, right? We proved the fucking slingshot. Instead of keep going and going and going and going with the same assumptions, thinking you're going to find something different. What was that? And you're telling me I am insane because I'm looking at different. You keep doing the same thing over and over and over with the same assumptions, Euclidean geometry and Newtonian physics, and expecting your world is going to change. Right? The saying goes that is the definition of insanity. Is it not? That's what you're doing. And I come along and I say, maybe if we change, let's go back to the very beginning. That's what I'm saying. Let's go back to the very beginning and try some different assumptions. And say, what if, just like Euclid. And Euclid, I'm sure, took a bunch of shit. I wonder how long it was from when Euclid proposed XYZ point, line, plane, volume, perfection, right, which does not exist in nature. He modeled it. Oh, I mean, did he get as much shit as Galileo did? I mean, he didn't have to cave. I mean, Galileo, right? He said, okay, you're right. And then he under his breath goes down. Do you realize that it was like the 1970s or something like that, or maybe even more recent, that the church finally said, yeah, Galileo was right. And guess what? He wasn't. That's just as he saw it. Okay, that's his perspective. Great. No, it doesn't revolve around the sun. It revolves around me. That's how I experience it. What's going on in your world? Is it not all revolving around you? Is it not all about you? Of course it is. That's the only thing you know. You don't know me. You only know me through your eyes. You know whatever you see and whatever you make of me. And the record shows that you were flat out wrong. You had it absolutely backwards. So, you know, if you could be that wrong about me, maybe you're being a little bit wrong about everyone. Maybe you're being completely wrong. It's all you. I've had Sharon say, all you talk about is you. What else do I know? I'm sharing my experience. I share my experience, you share your experience, and now we can coordinate. Get along. Right? Yeah, how do you know me if I don't tell you what's going on inside of me? Why do you keep telling me to shut up and say that's not happening? What the fuck? Who knows better what's going on inside of me? How dare you say at that point that you know me better? I mean, right now, I do not know you better than you know yourself. But I see you more clearly than you have ever seen yourself in this time around. I see you more clearly than you ever remember seeing yourself. And I have, and it's fucking beautiful. Fucking A, because when I see what you are and how earnest you are and how bad that you want to be all you claim that you are, how badly you want to be what you know you are, but cannot admit that you are, with all that you have endured in this life, fucking wow. Wow. I see all of it, as well as the atrocities that you experienced, and the one that you perpetrated against me, and all of the little ones that preceded it. The whole fucking package. The whole fucking package.
Something in the way she moves looks my way, my way.
Not anymore. Still love you like crazy, but after that, I found my happiness.
Feeling down blue, troubled by Saturn's game.
I found a dear friend, and that's all I need.
Seems to be things my heart. I feel fine anytime she's around.
No,
She's around.
absorbing your chaotic energy was not easy.
If I'm well, you can
You didn't absorb mine because I held mine. I owned it. You projected yours onto me. It's a different. I'm different than you are. There's others out there like me, all the neurodivergents. They say that the meek shall inherit the earth. I know I don't look meek to you, and I'm not. But I was as vulnerable as the meek. That was taken advantage of by you and others. Jake just wants you all to know. That hurt a lot. Hope y'all are getting some sleep. Because I see some sleepless nights coming. And don't blame my dogs. Don't knock on my door, nobody is home. Sharon, didn't you get me that beautiful Sally Taylor hat this last Christmas? A beautiful gift while I was stalking you. That's sweet of you. Everyone send you, is that a stalker gift? It's supposed to be a stocking gift, sweetie, for Christmas. I know they're Jewish, you don't know. It's not a stalker gift, it's a stocking gift. It's lovely, thank you. She was with me way fucking too long, but I learned a lot. Yeah, that was fucking brutal. So sorry. I hope you'll let me and Mercy help you. That would be beautiful. That's the more beautiful story I want to tell. Because we both love you dearly. All of you. All of you. Let's do something fucking remarkable. Who's got the balls? I know you don't see it. Come and ask me about it. If you've got the balls to do something that's world fucking changing, and you're feeling my ire, come and experience the real thing, the real love. Who's got the fucking balls? Any of you. Who's got the balls to step up and say, Jake, yeah, we missed that dude. Man, that was, how do we make this right from here? Show us how. How do we all land in love and rise together? We know how, and we're ready to do it. We are waiting for you. You know who I'm talking to. Jay, Michael, John, Nicole, Coach Steve, Roberta, John Hurst, Hamilton Salter, Cherie Saul, Merjana, Ashoka, Rolly, Ethan, Christina, Tyler, Nick, Justin, Debbie Lynn, Jasmine, Rosario, Romeo. Goodness me, it's Romeo. Nobody gave me an heart attack. Who else we gonna call out here? Who else ran and hid? I don't know him. How many times was I denied? Thousands and thousands and thousands. No more. I am not denying myself anymore. This is what it looks like. Don't be afraid, be inspired. Fire! Prometheus gave it all up to still fire for us. You turned it into fear. You run from it. You've appropriated it. Okay, you have spiritually appropriated fire. We love the fire. Let's have a fire ceremony and throw our fucking intentions in it. Then run like fuck when we see the real thing. Do I upset you? Good. That's my art. Art moves you. before gentle in the morning. Oh, when Jakey's been up all night. This isn't Jake's undressed, it's Jake's still dressed. Fresh undies though. And the old ones had no skid marks because I checked the paper before I... So fuck off, Dad. It's a different QuadCast, check it out. Who is that madman? George Harrison. Let's pause here for a second. What was that all about? Yeah. I'm calling you out, and I'm calling you forward. I'm calling you names. I'm gonna call you and call you and call you until you wake the fuck up and answer the phone. All right, ring a ding. Ring my bell, ring my bell. Ring a ding. I got plenty of energy and I can go, because I know that I'm on the gun fucking lap, baby. And that was my jam. Gun lap, and that's still alive and well. That is alive and well. 2/28/27. Here we come. Woo-wee. Oh my God, so fun. So much fun. So this was really cool. So I was trying to explain something. And check out the Mercy Me from St. Patrick's Day. Seriously, like, it was really, it was cool. Because I didn't know where it came from, but suddenly I was feeling, man, this is incredible pain. And you don't know what this feels like. How much I don't want to be doing this. How badly I want it to just be easy. For you. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Okay, I want to go home. I'm done. I've finished my shit. I'm done. And I know that you're gonna go through some shit before we can all be done. And it fucking kills me. It fucking kills me. And I know there's an easier way, but it's up to you. And it's not, I'm just gonna have to watch it. I said to Mercy a long time ago, please do not ever stop gentling this spirit, this soul. Because I see that is what this species needs, just to be gentled. Not tamed, not put in pens, not telling you can't bring the dogs in the forest because they're going to damage the conservation land. I mean, that's gaslighting. It's fucking stupid. What are you thinking? What kind of shit are you teaching our kids that the dogs are going to damage conservation land? Or that they're dangerous? I mean, what the fuck? We are lost. Man's best friend. What the fuck are you all talking about? Not honest to us. Honest with ourselves. Yeah, so that, like, a lot of it is releasing the hurt of what I experienced, and it's feeling the hurt of what I'm in the midst of. And I also begged Spirit to gentle me, man. This fucking being has just been like, wow, and it's like, fucking, can we help to calm his shit down, please? Because he's been freaking out for 6 decades. Can we please help to calm this being down? And so she said, yes, this is the process. This is how we get there. You have to get it out. You have to get it out. You have to let them know. You have to express the pain that you have been holding inside. And the world needs to be able to have an opportunity to witness it. So I'm putting it out there, and I'm going to let a few of you know that it's out there. I'm gonna let a few of you know it's out there. It's, it's both exciting and scary. There's gonna be some sleepless nights. I would expect, and if there aren't, then fuck the mercy. Let's just go now. So we were talking about how you come into this winter period. It's the hibernation, right? You've come. I feel the fall coming with the emergence of spring. The bookends. We have a spring emergence. It's obvious, just look around. And then there's a pattern to the summer where we enjoy the luxury of the summer. Right? And then we start moving into the fall where everything shows its brilliance again. But it's showing us that we flower, we come back around. Right? And we're in a deeply spiritual period during the Lenten season, and there's a bookend, the 40 days that precede All Hallows Eve. Happy birthday, Zane. Scorpio. I had this Scorpio sting gonna share. You gotta own your fucking Scorpio. You're not a Libra. No matter how many planets you have there. Know thyself. I try to send you that shit all the time. Don't send me. Well, I send you what resonates with me. Maybe you're interested in my world. So in the fall, you've got that 40 days, and what's the fucking holiday? Yeah, but anyways, it's just the same pattern, right? But you got to be willing to shift, right? It can't. Oh well, I don't know what the Catholics or Christians are doing on that. I picked it up out of more esoteric calendars, but yeah, it just matched the energy signature. It's the flip side of spring. Right? And so you're falling into that. So this is the way the seasons are going. Then we go into the winter, and you need that darkness, and shit shuts down, hibernation in the winters, right? When the channels aren't wide open, now we're going into the winter, the channels don't close. That big expansive shit isn't there. And so the channels are now tuning to shit that's really dark and subtle, right? Hamilton, it was always there. You were just looking in the wrong place. You were looking for the big and wow, because all you want is the light. So you finally got your mindset, okay, fine, I'll give you light. I'll give the baby his light all the fucking time. And then you insist, if it's not light, you don't, no. Hamilton must have his light. You have to have the darkness. We see your darkness. It's fucking obvious. Mercy howled it for us all to hear. You didn't have the courage to let us see you. Let us see your pain. You've told us your story, brother. Yeah, fucking painful. But you haven't processed it. And, I'm tired of you. Yeah. I'm tired of that aspect of you. I'm tired of seeing you as you are, as you are presenting yourself to me. So this winter period is that's a grungy period. And as Mercy and I were noticing that for each of us, those of you who know us, we have very similar builds. Not much fat, very slender, and we're both always fucking cold. I mean, look at Jake's always got like all the multiple layers. I'm not down with that fucking freeze myself anymore. My sister would keep the thermostat at like 58 degrees in her house. She's a cold person. Yeah, it It scales, David. It's all the same pattern. It's not like cute word games. It's called symbology, numerology, and it's like, it's a thing. All patterns. Word puzzles. That's what it is, just word puzzles. You get locked into a singular meaning on a word. On the seventh day, God rested. Right? I threw it out, says no one wanted to play the game. You know, what do you do? What's that mean? He rested on the seventh day. Oh, he rested. I'll give you a gajillion things that I do that I consider resting. How did he spend his time? Right? I think about this shit because it matters. And then I think about rest. What does rest mean? What does it mean to rest? And I realize rest. Twist something. That's to rest. They spell it with a W, but it's the same fucking thing. To rest is to rest. It means all of it. It's all in there. Oh, but Jake, it wasn't English that he was, it was in Greek. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, really? It was Greek? So tell me the Greek word now. Now let's go down that rabbit hole because it means all of that shit too. Right? Suddenly, feta cheese. Resting is feta cheese. There it is. I just linked it. Did I not just link that? It's how it works. That's how you create. That's how you create your reality. That's how you manifest. Yeah, on the seventh day, God threw in a fucking twist. He sure did. Threw in a twist. Or two. Perspective on the world is backwards, upside down, inside out, and twisted. In some manner, fashion, form, some combination of that. Paisley. Is that order? But that is chaos shoved in your face so you can finally fucking see it. Right? That's basically what that is. That's all Mandelbrot shit. Fractals. Holy fractals, Batman. Oh, what are we feeling? What are we feeling? Ah, this is a good one. Oh, okay, we're gonna do these. We're gonna sit up here and. Oh, what a good playlist this is. Oh shit, I gotta make my playlist. Check me out on Spotify. It's under the old guy's name. Let me see if I can change that. Yeah, we gotta. Jake's got to get his own Spotify handle. That other shit's outdated. Don't go looking for him. He's hanging. He's just fine. He's just fine. You guys can deal with Jake. Our pilot looks at 60. The sun's coming out. Wasn't it really gray before? Yeah, the sun, yeah. We had a lot of fog last night. It's beautiful. Brother Rolly, what did I ever do to you? Why did you just disappear on me? Was I not generous enough with my time, my resources? Like, I reach out to you a couple times and you just don't even like it. What's Father Thomas think? What's Rolly think? You don't? You're not trying to be Ken Rolly. You don't want to handwrite his books. Come on, brother. Meant a lot to me. You did see me at one point. You saw something I didn't see. You opened a big door for me. And Rolly's little book on, what was it? The beautiful book. Man, what a beautiful book, Rolly. Come back to me, please. I love you. Wait till you see what I did with Ken's work. It's pretty cool. But I did poke him in the eye a couple times. I love Ken. See, he's doing more on Facebook, it looks like. I think Jakey's going to do some Facebook stuff. Just to let people know what I'm up to. Then they can see us all. Whee! I did once. It wasn't all that. Just one. Actually, no, I guess they're all younger than me. Yeah, I guess I do. I guess I go for the younger one. Ocean. Years I found. Occupation has to be. Occupation just not around. Feel like I gone ahead of time. I feel like I just had a really good idea. Gone ahead of See you soon, Christina. Jakey is super mischievous. He gets that from Freddie. I love Freddie. Hey, you guys know Freddie, right? You know Freddie? Oh, Freddie's a little snake, right? I love Freddie. He's my bestie. He was one of my secret weapons. You guys had no idea. Freddie was tuning all sorts of shit in from the Quitos. He was like filtering to send it over to me. He's like, brother amigo, are you okay? I'm getting this and this. I'm like, yeah, fuck that. You fucking saw all that shit coming. Chill out, Frankie. Please hold. What do we need, Pupper? What? Oopsies. Frankie. Come on, I don't know what you... Come on. Franklin. Come here. Frank. Different than now, she's just pure wild. So Mercy and I were on the phone together. I knew it wasn't what was coming up. Oh, so I was expressing to her how challenging, how, first off, I saw some really big things and things that are emerging, that are unfolding. And it's going to light some fires. It's just like tossing grenades kind of thing. It's just the unfolding. It's going to have the effect of like potentially creating a massive amount of dissonance. And there will likely be some repercussions because people misunderstand and they're going to react and they're going to just go into their old patterns and deny and argue and fight and reach out. And it's just, there's a potential for being just a real shit show. And I wanted Mercy to know that. I think one of the first things I said is, dear, please trust me, right? Like, it's not like I have a plan, I'm going to do this, but I think the trust me was like, we've got this. We got this. It could get a little gnarly for a little bit here, but we've got this, right? And she trusts me. I told her, I got you. I do. She's been through enough. No more of that. No more danger. And it's because she had me that I can have her. It's just, that's how it works, because she's there for me, and so I can be there for her, so that she can be there for me. That's friendship, capital F. You rise in love. You don't fall in love, you fall into need and you fall flat on your fucking face. And so this was, there was a part of me that was like, it's not a test, but this is something, this is a level of trust and allowance for the other, because we have mutual friends involved, right? And there's a potential for people try, as we have seen, splitting. So we see it all, like we're ready for it. And so this was like a conversation. Let's know that these are the patterns that are likely to unfold, and we know how to manage our way through that. We're talking about these things. Like, what do I do when I see a pattern that is discordant with my own? It's like, first I need to see that, because that's dangerous to me. My experience is that's dangerous to me, and so I'm going to be openly loving, but I'm going to be ready for some Aikido. I'm not going to attack you. No. Mercy immediately goes to God. Right? That's the masculine feminine. Right? She said, like we're in the cave and there's a big monster out there and we've got a baby, right? And so mama holds a baby, goes to God with a baby. Right? And the masculine goes out with a spear. Say, hey, get away. We're cool here, we're all sovereign. You go do your thing. Scary monster. The spear is potent because it's got this substance on the tip of it. It's like that thing with the blow darts, and it's love. It's love. It's the same thing I have on the tip of my tongue and the tip of my pen. The tip of my fingers when I'm playing the guitar. All sorts of tips. That was love on that tip. You should have touched it, Sharon. Wasn't it scary? We all would have enjoyed it. Instead of just you. Not that I did not enjoy it. But once again, I took care of myself. And we took care of you. That was my experience. And I told you that was my experience. I said, I totally appreciate, touching yourself while we're here, but could you touch me sometime? And you got all upset with me because now you would never be able to have an orgasm. What I mean, this is an adult relationship, is it not? Is that an unfair request? And if you can't, can we really get at what's going on? Like, why not? And so when I like saying, then you dare tell me that what I'm giving you is not love? No, I'm gonna fucking tell you right now. Don't you dare. Don't you dare claim that anything that has ever come from this being has been anything but the most pure form of love you have ever experienced. You missed it, and it was your loss. I'm grateful I got to see the beauty of you, all of it. It was a fucking unbelievable experience. Seriously, the whole thing, man. I learned how to love. There is no one on this planet can deny that. I can love without requirement, I can love expecting nothing in return. That looks like love. All I got was your arrogance, your judgment of me. And I told you very plainly, and I'm saying it's the same words. It's like I realized it then. I said, Sharon, this is me. I'm exuberant. And I'm trying to fucking figure out why I'm hurting so much and figure this shit out. So could you have some consideration? You're also trying to get into the conversation. You're me. You get it. Your whole fucking family. Yeah, you brought them in, so I'll fucking bring them in. Kind of, I am not you guys. No. No, I am not. Phyllis, I'm not you because I speak with certitude. I don't blame anybody else for me not getting to some place in life. Sorry you missed your shot at the presidency. Wow. You were unhinged, Phyllis. You were fucking unhinged. Sharon told me. I know it. It's the same thing. I was mothered by the same mother. I saw it in my children's mother. I know the things you did and said. I know the secrets that are being kept. Yeah, this is fucking uncomfortable, isn't it? Horrifying. Sharon, my dad died. You managed to get into the middle of that too, right? The result of everything, like my dad, was no fucking opportunity to participate in that farewell. No, I handled that myself. And you were taking advantage of, my dear. Seriously, I'm not saying my dear innocent, my dear Sharon. I still wait till you. Did you ever read my little book, My Dearest Sharon? Everyone's gonna love it. Such good stuff in there. I'm not taking credit. There's nothing for me to thump my chest about. I don't know where that shit comes from. And even though I do know where it comes from. I'll take no credit or blame. No, it's all perfection. I see it in you. I'm not judging it. There's no good or bad. And still it is all going to change, and it is changing, and this is part of that process. I am Pluto the Destroyer. Look at my fucking astrological chart and you're going to see this. Look at my gene keys and you're going to see this. Look at all the shit that I studied. Just take a snapshot of all the books in my house and realize I have burned 90% of them, and know that it is all digested, including everything it references. Yeah. This is available to all of you if you would step out of your arrogance and dare to be you and not Hamilton or John Churchill or whoever's altar you're bowing at. It's all written in plain English in the shit that you're supposedly studying, right? You're on a spiritual path. But it's all appropriation. You don't believe it. It's all right there. There's nothing outside of you, yet you still blame me for whatever the fuck you think you're seeing. Right? That's very simple. If you're a spiritual seeker, how many different faiths or lines or lineages say there is nothing outside of you? Okay, so there you know that. So now remind yourself every time you think something outside of you is causing your suffering, do you want me to write it fucking down and you put it in your goddamn pocket? The next time you think Jake is making you upset right now, take it out and fucking read it. There is nothing outside of you. That is a big signal. I am not upset. That was a huge expression of anger, and I am challenging you. Because if you moved even a little bit, that's inside of you. I did not move. My dogs are chill. My dogs are chill. If that happened at the jungle, holy shit. It's that simple. You just have to remind yourself it's shitty thinking. And there's nowhere to go but inside at that point, or else you're going to hurt somebody. Period. Not like, I almost know. You will hurt somebody. The moment you look at me or anybody else and say that is the reason, you send that signal and you injured them, whether they felt it or not, they now have to deal with that. Before it is all said and done, they are going to see that picture with your lovely face on it. That's how it works. It's about time somebody in a spiritual circle had the balls to speak like straight. None of this, we don't talk about that. Dare not say. Fucking enlightenment, way the fuck back there, it's not like a huge thing. Right? Lincoln was enlightened. That's the mastermind. Suddenly you see all the patterns. You say, logically, it all makes sense. Bing! The light goes on. It's the embodiment. And it's not, the embodiment isn't, I'm grounded, so I'm embodied. No, it's a physical process. The flesh is evolving. I am different than you are. I am fundamentally different. If I had E.T.'s head, you would hear me better. Phone home. Don't call me. There, I said it. It's simply what it is. Now read the gene keys. Go ask Richard Rudd. Is this consistent? Well, I don't know if he's going to say, he'll see whatever the fuck he sees. I took his test at the end of the class. And it said, are you sure? Are you super sure? I said, yes, I know who the fuck I am and where the fuck I came from and how I got here. Yes, I'm sure, Richard. That was me. Back when I was in the jungle. Just before I left, before I was gifted this outrageous annihilation that transformed me, threw me deep in the chrysalis, and I have just been morphing and morphing and morphing, and look at the videotapes over the last 6-7 weeks. Okay. Good show, right? It should run. I think it doesn't taste like CO2. I think it's nitrogen. All the channels are opening when that happens, and it runs through the same pathways, right? So things get really loose and flowy, super flowy, and as more comes out, it says, "Oh, this is the pathway we take." Right? Let's head down the Amazon. Everything gathers and it flushes out of the system. It's just like during the rainy season. All the cycles. So I'm trying. So this is a for me a really important communication with Mercy. And so there's fear there. I'm trusting, but it's like, okay, here we go. This is a place we haven't gone yet. And you have visions of what this connection is and what it can be, but here we're doing it. It's almost like here. You were describing the dance, and Mercy, it looks like this, and it's this, and how it goes like that. She's like, yeah, I see it. You go, okay, you go off and practice. I'm going to go off and practice, and now we're going to be in the finals of Dancing with the Stars. Like, do it. Like, you never say, like, is it right? Are we really on the same page? Because, it's Mirrorball trophy, right? And, so I'm expressing it as best I can, as I see it, in my language. And Rosie just said it back to me in this beautiful poetry, in her language. This beautiful metaphor that was like the cave. It was actually pretty funny the way. But as she was saying it, I was getting this huge wave of fear, and I was getting this massive fucking stitch. And to hear it, it was actually when I was, she had said that we're going on, it was just before she said that beautiful story, what I remember she was saying was, okay, I'm getting it. And now I realize that she was saying, I'm getting it. It's just like, and I was dying. I was like, fuck. And I thought, like, Mercy, there's something that needs to come out. And I was like, fuck, that's you. That was her. And she was getting me. And it was like, that's the pain I have felt. Calling to me. That's the thing. This call to me my whole life. This zing, and it's been constant. It has been her pulse. Or whatever, but right now it's her pulse. It's her call. It's what I was afraid of. I was trying to get rid of. It was the fire, the fear, the burn, the mercy, the love. Anyways, that was me telling the story. You can check it out, Mercy Me. Yeah. Well, it's funny, it just gets better in every moment. You just know, it's like, wow, Franklin, you gotta stop, bud. You really gotta stop. You gotta stop. I don't know what's up. It's like not late in the day. We went out for a walk yesterday. We'll go out later. No. So I have to keep, my dogs within very tight confines. And that's not good for them. So Franklin, can't get out and get fresher, get out into the grass. They gotta shit on the fucking concrete deck. It's fucking ridiculous. It's just asinine. It's fucking asinine. How's everyone doing? You hanging in there or what? Checking out the QuadCast. Sight, sound. Sight, sound, what? Thought. Communion. So it's just not, it doesn't have to be this hard. You don't have to make it this hard for me. I'm talking to the town and my neighbors and shit. Just a little bit of consideration would make things a lot easier here. Like quantum difference. Just a little fucking bit. Have a little compassion or humanity. You're all struggling. I mean, I don't see you all fucking walking very well. You don't see me running you down with your car and saying, tough shit, get out of the way. I mean, I have a lot of compassion for your struggles. I don't see you living very happy lives. It hurts when I see that. I wish you could stay home with your dogs. Like I do. A lot of fragments. I'm finding bits and pieces. It's like picking up that sea glass I did all those years. I'm getting them all out. And you say, oh, but you keep repeating it. You just wait. No, there are different every time. Every time I express what you think is the same thing, there's a new twist and a new connection that adds a new irony, which is another fucking twist in the back, because you might not see it, but that little subtle thing that you don't even notice just sent a shockwave through my fucking system. And it's not because Jake's so sensitive. He's human. You are not. Homo sapiens have the capacity to become human. That is on our evolutionary path. Meet you there. If you are afraid of dying even a little bit, you are not living. If you do not see suicide as a rational option, you are not living. If you not come to the realization that suicide will not relieve you of the pain and suffering you are feeling, you are not living. Not fully. Still hanging on to something here. You can go deeper. That was the scariest moment. Well, it was. I always say, the scariest moment was the last one. All the other ones were easy. Actually, I could look at it that way too. Yeah. Anyway, it works every way you look at it. But to come to a place to realize that what is killing you, that you cannot bear and can see no way out of, you've already seen that exists beyond death because you were there and it was still there. And so that, I know how I would do that. I've seen that too. It was easy. So, okay, it was like, all right. That actually, when I saw, because I had never planned a suicide, I couldn't imagine the courage it would take to actually do that. Courage it would take to do that, to seek your glorification, your transcendence in that way. Right? Like if I was the rat in the laboratory cage, I'd be on with the heroin. Fuck yeah. Way better, transcendent, way better than that cheap fucking physical orgasm. Jeez, you have no idea. You're chasing the wrong thing. You're settling for second best. And best is like quantum beyond what you were looking for. Know anyone that's good at shingles or isn't a schmuck? You lose your schmuckiness. Man, Gordon, I fucking gave you so much love. Jesus. Jeez, my sister's got you fucking tied up tight. Tight. Yes, Kate, yes, Kate. Okay. Remember the one time that you crossed her? Woo-wee! Yeah, you really fucked up that time. You said, yeah, but it was really me. Yeah, she's got you convinced. Franklin, scoot. No more. Scoot. I'm going to put you behind the gate. Scoot. I was spewing some venom. So I was coming direct. I was in the midst of a shit ton of gaslighting, pathologizing, scapegoating, and organizing it all and figuring out where it went as fast as this being was able to do it. But there was no time for checking, like, before something was going to get sent. It was like, no, the fingers were just like, no, this was just flowing communication. It's a blur. It is an absolute blur. I know my sister Kate was apparently greatly offended by some communications that I sent to her. I understand this from my brother Alan. Kate never said anything to me about it or responded in any way that cohered with what I was talking about. She just did not get it, right? You excommunicate me, you don't talk to me for months, you don't include me in our Father's service planning, and then out of the blue I get a happy birthday, JB. Like that's like a stranger. It's like another fucking Democratic Party is sending me another message on me. Like, fuck you. Who are you? Seriously, what? Okay, what are you thinking? That wasn't even like, you attacked me. You weaponized the courts, and you weaponized like my healthcare proxy against me. I told you I was DNR. I had just told you I was DNR. And then you say the state needs to get involved to provide him some care. We're worried about him. What were you afraid was going to happen? I'm DNR. Kate. You know, my heart stops and I go away. Do you have any idea how fucking hard this life has been for me? That sounds like the ultimate Friday at fucking 5. Okay, do not threaten me with a good time. I'm not worried about that. I guarantee you it is no worse than fucking living with you and our parents as a child. And then dealing with all your secrets ever since then. And therefore I said, I am DN fucking R, healthcare proxy. Gordon, you were standing right there as no more than 10 days before you told somebody, a detective or something, that you had concerns about me because I used my words. I don't care if I called you a goddamn motherfucking dick-sucking cunt. They're words. Just like you told your children, use your words. Ben, Callie, Cora, this is your mother. You need to know. Because you feel fucked up inside and you need to know. Because she is fucked up. Because what she did is fucked up. Ben, imagine how young, I don't know, what are you, 35 years old? 25 years from now. You're on your own. You're doing it. You're fucking doing it. You're doing it your way. Right? You're raising your pigs and your goats and shit like that. But Cora says you should fucking know you should be in New York City. That's fucking crazy. Well, she doesn't get to say, but somehow she comes in and goes to somebody and says, I'm his sister. Now, you haven't talked to Cora. She won't talk to you anymore, right? Imagine you haven't talked to her or anything meaningful. She keeps seeing, I don't know, the kid that's getting stoned in high school. And saying, oh, Ben's just, oh, look at that. Look at that. They legalized marijuana in Florida now, but Ben's got like half an acre. You know, hey, that doesn't, I don't think, no, that's not good. Let's get someone in there to, you know, because what if Ben he's not your fucking problem, Cora, right? You know that. Ben is not your responsibility. You care for Ben. You care about Ben. Right? But Ben gets to live Ben's life the way he wants to live it. Not the way his mother wants him to live it. You don't get to come in and say that I don't like that. Who the fuck do you think you are? If you don't like it, go away. We grew up together for Kate, you and I, 12 scant years in the home. Tell me, regale me on my adventures in the jungle and why and what it meant to me. Tell me about all the times you said, tell me more about that. Because I do not want your life. I don't want to be all about my grandchildren, but you're a fucking great grandmother. And I looked at that and, you know, for a while I was like, geez, Katie's really missing it. And then I was like, no, I'll show you the fucking essay. I like glorified you a number of years ago. Beautiful essay. But you want me to reveal myself like you do. You want me to walk out with my fucking dick hanging out at some campground, right? That's cool. You want me to respect that. I do. I'll send you the essay, you bitch. I still feel exactly the way I love you. But man, oh man. Man, oh fucking man. You have some nerve. You think you got it all figured out for the rest of us, right? Because you can keep track of the medications. And I saw you as a grandmother. I would go because I wanted to see you with your grandchild when Callie had to go back to work. I loved it, that experience. I knew how much it meant to me that Mom was available for Sam and Jack. And I told you I could see Mom and you. I went there so I could bask in you being you. Because that's all I could fucking get. Right? I was dying. You had nobody around me. You knew that, Kate. You knew that. But you were holding on to your grudge because, you had everyone but me when you were going through your cancer scare. I'm so sorry, but, I told you I was going through my own scare. And I've said that, I said at the time I was not suicidal. Yet I was, because I saw no other, that's where I was. That's the path I was on. I just didn't know how I would find the courage. And then one day, there it is. I saw the whole thing. No. It wasn't like just a concept. So yeah, that's it. Okay. We have that trick in the bag. Oh, shit. That just got real. Okay. That just got fucking real. Okay. That just got fucking real. That got fucking real. Holy shit, did that get real. Motherfucker. Real. You come nose to nose with it. You cannot have that fucking spinning around in the back of your head. What are you going to do with that? That's an option. Where does it fit? It's the cyanide pill. It's the cyanide pill for when I cannot take your fucking torture anymore. Right? So you've got that. You make peace with it and you say, that's all right. That's okay. It's not like, oh, if it's worse. It's like, no, that's all right. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And who knows how that's going to go. We'll see. That'll be an experience. That'll be a fucking experience. We can negotiate, travel that. What's that transition going to be like? It's like, what is it? What does the carbon monoxide do exactly? What is that onset like? Right? Yeah, you get real about it and look at all the different dimensions, because you got to know where that fits. If you don't, you're not finished. And you hold that and so, like you say, how can I stand so firmly in this thing that death is not the fucking end of anything? Because I know suicide is not an option. It doesn't resolve anything in here. That gets resolved here. Wherever I am, and will be working on that, wherever I am, on whatever plane I am on. I've not gone anywhere. I do not know what happens on March 1st of 2027. I do not know. But I got a pretty keen eye on what lays before that. For me. Like, this is not a madman making up a fucking story. This happened. It's an outrageous confluence of events that fit together perfectly. And it has elements that would have you say, for sure there is a conspiracy. And parts of that is true, there was, and parts of it is the appearance, because things simply arise together. It's true that Hamilton and Sharon were talking continuously and he was riling her up. And her filing a restraining order is supposed to be based solely upon her interpretation of what's going on. Not somebody saying, yes, that is very dangerous. That he finds danger, that he was afraid of me, that Hamilton should have tried to file for a restraining order against me if he is so afraid of me. It's not for Kate to say, yes, he's acting erratic, and for Sharon to factor that in. It's not for the police officer to say he had been arrested before for resisting arrest, because you don't, like, You don't know what that was about. Innocent until proven guilty. Did not do a single fucking thing wrong. I was standing up for our freedom and sovereignty on the heels of Memorial Day. I sent Hamilton communications expressing the seed of sovereignty that was flowering inside of me. It will all be available. Check out Next Revolution on Mighty Networks. It's all going to be posted there. It's all going to come out. Believe me, it will come out faster than you can keep up with it. Mine it, mine it, mine it. Fascinating. I want to know what's in there. Find on that network or on JakeLive, find it, tag it, share it, play with it. Have it. It's my gift to you. Spirit's gift to you through me. For whatever it's worth, it's all I have. If you say it's worthless, fine. I think you're missing something. The pups and I are going to get out into the forest, I think, right after this. Franklin is out of his mind. That dog is a rock star, and this is part of the process, look, he's not so equanimous, look at him irritated with his dog. No, this Franklin's getting it out of me. This is what he does. This is what he does. Anyone who knows Franklin knows. This is what he does. He's a nudge. He gets it out of you just like I do. It's just who I am. It's Franklin being Franklin. No, Sharon, he doesn't need fucking training. You need to just let him love you. Allow him to be him. You said you loved him, but you never treated him like he was your dog. You gave away his toys when he split up. You could have sent them to us. You don't think that matters? You don't think he felt that? You said it was hard on you when you left because of Franklin. Yeah, that was hard on him. And whatever you were saying and doing and shit like that when you were spending time with him when I wasn't here, whatever went on, anything that went on, Franklin was there. We know it. Tells me what his experience is. You see it all. That's how I know shit that you how you possibly know that. It just fits the pattern there. It just fits the pattern. You gotta get real with me, because if you don't tell me shit, then it's just gonna, something that makes sense to me is gonna come out and say, well, this is how it looks like to me. If you don't want to believe the literalness of my story, fine, right? But imagine it is true and how that would feel. That is what I'm trying to convey to you, right? Fall into that. Imagine it's completely true, even if it's not. Fall into the story. Imagine the horror. That was my experience when I talked to you about some of my childhood things, right? The things I'm talking about in the here and now are indisputable. The facts are there, right? You're saying, perspective. No, well, I'm going to show you a perspective, and it's going to be really hard when you look at the logic of the story I will tell, to look at what they said. Is not like, hey, I remember she said, and she said, I did not say that. No, the things that were written, and I'll be able to talk about conversations that were had in specific that will hook into all of those things that were written. And then you'll look at what they said, did or did not do, and you're going to say, and they're saying, well, it was him. You're going to say, I'm not so sure. And if you're not saying that, then you're fucking even more lost. I'm just saying that, right? Who am I to say? I'm me, and I'm fucking saying it. If you don't see through Hamilton, you are lost. Oopsies. You might have missed some of that. There's some good shit. Huh? Well, that's how it's supposed to be. Tell you a funny thing about this guitar. I'll just give you the setup, and someday you ask me to tell you the story about it. This little one, this little tiny kids Yamaha. I wanted to get just a little tiny guitar kind of thing, but I wanted a little tiny lefty guitar. I think it was Facebook Marketplace or something. So they were a woman advertising this little tiny Yamaha left-handed guitar. It was right up near his, actually, and as it turns out, I had to go meet her in Lexington. It was right near where Sharon's mom's house was, our places. And so that in itself, it turned out to be like this big journey type thing. Yeah, it was kind of wild, but it turned out it was $70 for the guitar. I had 420s, and she didn't have any change, so I paid $80 for the $70 left-handed guitar, and then I realized it's not lefty, it's a righty. And Franklin, stop. So anyways, it turned into this whole journey, and ultimately, and it was profound. It saw some, it was like, it's just taking me back through my life yet again. Starting in Lexington, where Sharon's, Lexington, Waltham, where Sharon's hell was, and where her wicked mother still lives. It's time to come home, Phyllis. It's time to come home. Set your children free. Children, take your freedom. So, this just wild sequence of events And the punchline being that this little, sweet little guitar here, damn nearly got me 2.5 years in prison. Like, fucking cunt here. For real. If not for, like you hear me bitching about the Fairhaven cops, if not for a Mattapoisett police officer just prior to Christmas who had his heart in the right place and somehow saw that something that looked really fucking bad, so I don't know what he saw in me, something that any of the other police officers I have been in contact with in the previous 9 months, if any of the others had been there, I would be in jail right now. And having done nothing wrong. Nothing. Because of how I was set up. And the confluence of events. And how it was fed. The fire was fed and fed. And at every single turn, not only was I not given the benefit of the doubt by the people who claimed to care for me the most and love me the dearest and respect me. All I ever heard from Sharon is how much you respected me. And I told you clearly that does not make the heart go pitter-patter. I thought I had your respect simply because I was like you, human, but I thought you were human. And I didn't, and yet see that Homo sapiens distinction. I thought you were all human. I thought you were human like me. There are a bunch of you out there that are, in the book of Revelation, they talk of the 144,000 revolutionaries. So I know there's another 143,998. Me and Mercy, and then, so, but you can join the next revolution. Right? It says it right on your bumper sticker, Cher. It's a revolution of love. Come join us. The ironic thing was that this retreat that she hosted in March in Mexico, was it Playa Vida? I forget. I'll check the t-shirt, Cher. It's hanging. I've got it hanging. Everything else was lost in the fire, on one of the fires. Or smashed, like offerings of various types. I don't believe the shit that I burned. Yeah, you get rid of everything. You see all of it. You get rid of everything. It's fucking burning cherished baby pictures of my children. You have to disown all of it. It's the only way you survive. It's the only way you survive that. Everybody is holding a secret of one sort, even my children. Are holding on to something that they think that their father, and they're holding on to things they don't even realize they're holding on to because their mother exposed them to them during a time when their little minds could not take in all of that information. And so something as horrific as what she might have said in her insane state and tendency to defend at all costs. That's a human tendency. We defend ourselves at all costs. We will eat our own young to survive. That is how strong the survival instinct is. That's why the act of suicide is such an outrageously strong and courageous event. How's this landing? Dum dum dum. Excuse me. Oopsies. Alright. We're gonna grab you back here. Okay, Frank, you're gonna have me in just a moment. We're gonna have a snack. get out for an early walk in the forest. Yeah, so we come off that nighttime thing and we get into the morning things. It's a different energy. Then in the afternoon, we usually get some shit done like in the morning after this, and then there's a lot of setting up production things and capturing images and figuring out how things want to go, and we probably start some fires until we end up out in the woods. And then it's actually funny, Mercy, that she knows, she feels it when we're out in the woods, and Nala's starting to like really connect with her. We go out in the woods and we pick one and we kind of go through, and that's deep communion, and we're training there. They're feeding signals to me, and we're practicing communing with God. Yeah, share Revolution of Love. Oh yeah, the T-shirt, the retreat, the heart of reconnection. Sharon, you never reconnected with me. You rejected me as soon as because I wasn't exactly what you wanted. Was it that conversation when you were like at the airport hotel that I had arranged for you? My God, Sharon. So transactional. You still have my rape and my shikapas from Freddie, right? Like when I was stalking you, were bringing medicines back from the jungle for me. So people, do you see this? Like you can see, like there's a lot of stuff here that's like just obvious. So it's like, why did she have to lie, distort? And it's not just her. There's something, and with Hamilton. So I get it with Sharon. She needed help. She needed your support. She was the one that was, you might have said, is that a psychotic break? And why does she keep pushing it? Like, what's going on, right? So she's screaming for fucking help, for Christ's sake. I was screaming for you to get the fuck away from me. I know what I'm doing. What was not fucking clear? Hamilton, you're fucking Jesus, motherfucking Christ. That is like mall, dude. Mall practice. Mall. Bad, Hamilton. Bad. Chase the Kong. Plots, Hamilton, plots. Chill the fuck out. What the fuck is wrong with you? And the rest of you. What the fuck are you looking at? Oh, like a bunch of schmucks. Love Easter candy. That's right. Like your spent pops. Oh man. Yeah, that was a little messy there. Betty's done. Betty says she's done. I'm just noticing the time of day, 10:30. I don't know when we went on, started recording first. I think we've been channeling. We've been open big time. 14 hours, 14 and a half hours. So we're ready to dump some of this. See what we shook up. I'm just Jake. Just Jake. I'm not JB. Not Johnny B. I'm not John. Except to Mercy. That's all I was ever to her. And somehow that was enough. That's good enough for me. That's all the validation that I need. I didn't even, that's bonus. But man, what a fucking bonus. Jesus, man. That's a gift. That's a gift to, it's just to allow. It's like, it's not, I was never about, I hated people that worked for me that would not challenge me, would not invite me vigorously to look at a different perspective. And they would either move me, not like to theirs, but I would say, oh, wait a minute, oh, what if we did this? Right? Anyone who ever worked on my teams tell me that that's not how it happened all the fucking time. I have strong opinions, loosely held. And so either we came to, oh, I say, this is what we need to do, guys, this is what I'm seeing. What do you think? I always had one person, my right-hand man, Craig Wilson, and I trust that's the perspective. I didn't have to make a single significant decision without running it through Craig. The guy worked, the hierarchy, he worked for me. And what I either get was an improvement on what I thought, or yes, I see it that way, or no, I'm seeing this, and I say, nope, I'm sure it's that. Thank you, Craig. Understand? And he'd say, yeah, I got you. We'll go with that. Let's go. Because that's how we work, right? Because that was the role I had to do this. I didn't do it by myself. Never, ever, ever. And same thing in an intimate relationship. Everything you ever said to me, Sharon, mattered. It affected everything that happened after that. But you want me to follow my own guidance, you told your clients. Because I can't depend on you to be there all the time when it gets really hot. You want me to do what you say, but where are you? I was asking, that's why I was screaming for you. I wanted your input. I'd been arrested. I did not know what to do. I was screaming for you. Whose input do I want? You know, my father had abandoned me. My siblings won't talk to me. They'll think I did something. Maybe Sharon will be there for me. You know, heart of reconnection and all. I know the t-shirt well. I helped design it, right? I almost wore it to court. Daryl said, don't, you poke a skunk. Fuck, I've been sprayed enough. That stench doesn't come out either, does it? Can't have me eat shit and complain my breath stinks. Good shit, isn't it? Good stuff. Yeah. Look at all of those times, Sharon. Like when those lovely people from the documentary film, you know, yeah, I was excited. That was cool. And you told me I was arrogant. Man, I had such wonderful conversations. And so, yeah, maybe some of them felt uncomfortable. I'm sorry, that's not me. It's not my fucking fault. Fuck you. Jesus, Sharon, fuck you. There it is. You deserve that. Fuck you. I think somewhere, you know, I didn't turn personal on these things. There was one, that's what I was saying. Things were pretty chaotic. And I wrote an email when I was in the jungle with Mercy, and I was like, fucked up beyond recognition. And still knew where I was and what was going on. I was just like, this is fucked up. Like, talk about onset, and I'm in the middle of it, like, wow. But things were fucking weird, and things were being written. I'm thinking, did I send that? Did I not? And so, yeah, there was some shit there. I remember having some pretty hot rhetoric for my sister and brother-in-law. Pretty pointed. I was having some visions, and I was coming at them with some pretty nasty stuff that I was seeing. And I don't know if that was a push send and retrieve and they saw. I don't know, but I'll own that shit. If you got something that was even nastier than what I know I sent you, send it to me so I can revel in it. Fill out the record. Don't keep that to yourself. Send that back to me, please. Please, that's some good shit. Every word of it is truth. Capital fucking T. Capital T. And I did get, for like Sharon and I would have our disagreements in the way we saw things, but I don't recall very many times when we stooped to personal attacks, other than when she was calling me names, saying I was arrogant, and that due to my lack of humility, I was not going to realize my gifts. Right? That's judgment, Sharon. That is judging. You judged me. There's no two fucking ways around it. That is what judgment is. And I even said that to you. You said, oh, no, it isn't. What the fuck is it then? Come on the goddamn fucking live after this whole thing. And when you finally see this, when someone sends it to you, and please don't. It's not a message to Sharon Strimling. I'm getting this fucking shit out of my system. It's toxic. It's not mine. This is yours. All of you, this is yours. How does it feel? If you disagree, come and let's have the conversation. Let's make this a beautiful fucking story. Strap it on. You know, just like, come on. Character development. It's not my job in any sense of the word. And yet I'm offering all the help I can. What I'm giving you is exactly what you need. It's the way the system is designed. It's all you have ever gotten. All you have ever gotten from anybody and from life is exactly what you needed in that moment. It's the way it has always worked. You have just resisted it because you're clinging to this form, and everything that is uncomfortable is bad. There's no bad. Right, John Churchill? It's all right. 8 noble truths. Once you realize it, it's right speech. Your livelihood is right. It's right action. There is no wrong. Only your distortion, teacher. You're brilliant. Who was it? Tom Murray was writing a brilliant paper on The challenges of the abuse of power in spiritual organizations. That's the shit I was looking at. I was getting a glimpse of ahead. Never had a chance to write the commentary to you, Tom, because I got too fucking bored because it was so obvious. Hierarchy itself is the problem. So you're trying to figure out how to solve the problem inherent in hierarchy within hierarchy, and you can't. I won't go any further. You can figure out the rest. Yeah, I act like I fucking know something, don't I? Pretty confident. This is not arrogance. It's called authority. Look it up in the Gene Keys. This is authority. Fucking A. Pure truth. I'll say the fuck I want. It's just as God intended it. Flipping tables. Lion and the lamb. Franklin and Nala can meet them both. I am both. Perfect reflections of me. You know how to gentle me. I'm telling you how to gentle me. Get real. And watch Jakey go shh. Mercy doesn't ever. I hope she doesn't watch these things. I'm going to tell her, do not watch these. Watch the Mercy Me ones. Mercy, don't watch any of these. So she won't. I'll tell her. You don't. You do not deserve to hear this. You don't want to see what I have to do to protect that baby. You do not want to see this. Stay in the cave. That's perfect. Let me do the fucking dirty work. That's what I'm here for. This is it. This is the divine masculine, motherfuckers. Come and challenge me. Stand up. Young men, stand up. No more of the toxic shit. I don't want no more towel snapping. No more shitting in your teammate's towel. That's good captainship. I won't say who it was. I love him dearly. He died way too young. But that wasn't cool. Not leadership. But that's what our young men are being taught. It's time for everyone to see the real thing. Women, watch Mercy. Men, deal with me. Women, deal with me. I'm not scary. You had a bad experience with men. And it started with your dad. I had bad experiences with men too. I was incredibly disappointed. I looked and I looked and I looked and I looked for examples everywhere. And I latched onto one after another and took the best of them. And when I saw it wasn't it, I just kept going. I finally found it. It was right in here all the time. I finally said, no, you're fucking wrong. You're 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 wrong. Here it is. I dare you to stand up and say who the fuck you are and be able to back it up. Join me here. Join me here. Come home. I really want you. I hope you, I don't know. Actually, it's yeah. And still, I'm totally chill. I'm not agitating for change. I am just expressing. And maybe this will move you as a consequence, as a synchronistic thing. So maybe this has multiple impacts on multiple planes like everything else does, because it scales, David. Every word spoken comes direct from spirit. It can come from nowhere else. And it goes through a filter. It's called your conditioning and your trauma. And it comes out distorted. There's only a few different types of mirrors. It's like going through the Lincoln Park Funhouse. One makes you look fat, one skinny, one does this thing, one does that thing, and you say, oh, those are the ones. Oh, that's the mirror she's looking through. Now I see you. Now whatever comes out of your mouth, it's just, I say, oh, that's really what she's saying. And then it gets really easy with a great many. What I find is if I just assume that it's always the exact opposite, Carrie, And the exact opposite. It's like, oh, there it is. Yeah. Yeah. It's like we do it all the time. If you tell us I will not do that, then you are going to do that. That's how it works. If I make a rule as a sovereign being, here's why I never make a rule. Because I know what I do. Sometimes I'll say, I'm never going to do that. And I say, oh, fuck. No, I'm going to have to do that. You can never have to, at some point I have to do that. So I say, well, there's eternity, right? Like, okay, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to fucking say it. I think it's something really real. I'm never going to do that. It's like, shit. Sovereign being, there can be no rules. There can be no never. No door gets closed. Or else you have to go and investigate the room thoroughly. And everything it's connected to. Just leave it all open. So someday I may fuck a horse. You know, someday is shit. With eternity, man, can that just hold out that possibility? It doesn't matter. Allow for it. You know, maybe you move in some different form. It's like, shit, that's some serious hot-looking horse over there. I don't know. The best steak and cheese sandwich I ever had. Rosario, your buddy's horse meat sandwiches. Those are delicious. So you never know, right? You gotta leave it out there. What is horse? You know, maybe we come upon this new, like, you know, siren-like, you know, beautiful species called horse, and then just like, it's like, hey, right? No, seriously, right? You don't know, so it's, you know, say never to anything because you don't fucking know enough. It gets really easy when you realize it is too big to comprehend. You simply say, I don't fucking know anything. That humility that you are calling arrogance, humility is like, you know what, I gotta stop judging myself for what I do. I have to realize my perfection and that the heart can only go towards love all the time. And so, you know, if you don't like what I do, I'm sorry, I can't do anything because it's this greater thing, it's this God thing. That's humility. So, and you mistake it for arrogance. Now, please read the Gene Keys. I've been begging you, Sharon and Liz, to really, like, get into this, like really, like, for real, Liz. I don't know what you're reading. You think you're totally into it, but read about humility and arrogance in Richard Rudd's Gene Keys, please. It's spelled out. All of these things are spelled right out in that prescient text. This mystical man that John Churchill was too fucking afraid and intimidated by to go and sit in his presence and trade stories of awakening. We had a cool fucking conversation. Talk about Richard's experience where he was in a mystical state for 3 or 4 days and felt it fall off him. Yeah, I get it, right? That's when they were asking me for my identification. And that's when you would have all said, don't go on that boat to that fucking mystical island where Merlin was, Richard. That's dangerous. You'll capsize. Right? No, Simon, don't step out of the boat and walk on the water towards Christ. That's crazy, the other 11 said. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Who do you think that you fucking are? Every time I look at you, I don't understand. You came from this backward time in such a strange land. We're gonna have to play that. Here we go. Are you up for this, Betty? Can you dig deep here? Fuck yes, she can. I love this musical. I had a fling with Mary Magdalene when I was playing in this. When I was strutting and fretting my hour upon the Zeitarian stage as one of Judas's tormentors. It means I was Judas's conscience. I know this story very well, John. This is the funny thing about John Churchill. They got right over his head. This is well before, this is right after my massive shattering. September, 22, Sharon, when we were snuggling up with me, when my heart exploded for 3.5 hours and you denied that I had this massive experience. You got tired of me talking about it, and I told you that Sid was there for 4 seconds, and I was there for 3.5 hours, and I stand by it, shit, right? Yeah, so I took in a lot, 3.5 hours. And John said, you had me, I got you. And then every time I text him and say, dude, I feel like I'm losing my mind. Hamilton would do the same shit to me. You know what I would do when I reach out to my teacher in like my mind? Like, Hamilton, you can't fucking give me a hard time that like you think I'm not holding my shit together. When you aren't there, when I say, hey man, this is a real fucking struggle right now. I texted you on or about my birthday 1 year ago from Nosara. Gave you details. I said I am like facing the egregore of fears. Told you about what it was about. Said, hey, I'm curious, have you ever experienced something like this? Anyone? Bueller? Anyone? Just WhatsApp me, he told me the year before when he put me back together after John, Shay, Nicole, and Michael, Roberta, and John gave me a thorough dismantling. Ass fucking. What was her name? Lucy Weir. She's a rock star. She was a huge help. Huge help, Lucy. Thank you. I hope to reconnect with you. Wow. Huge help. Thank you. Yeah. Huge help. She saw through you guys. She was picking up on the spidey sense. Said, what's all these people getting sick here? You dropped some, you said some, yeah, John, we see you. We see you. So you can't ignore my asks for support. I wasn't saying I ain't got this, can you offer some support? When I'm saying, like, I'm on top of my shit, I know when I need help. I know when I need help. I know when another's input from my maestro or my teacher would be supportive to me, and I reach out and you do not respond to me. Do you guys want me to dig through the text messages? I save everything. It's all in there. Right? And then you level a charge that I'm fucking crazy. Okay. Fuck. Yes, people, this is who you are putting your care and well-being. He says these are very powerful substances you are using, and this is the support you can expect from him. If this whole process does what is intended to do, which is to trigger a Kundalini awakening. Kundalini illness, look it up. Yvonne Kaysen, Farther Shores, read it. Gopi Krishna autobiography, read it. If you care to know who the fuck you are and what is going on in you and around you. So, shortly after the shattering, I had the shattering September of 22, and I knew the exact hour, the exact minute that it happened. I had that logged because certain things had occurred. I knew exactly what triggered it, precipitated what it felt like, where it was going, etc. I was clear-headed throughout. Knew exactly what was happening, even as though I was horrified that it was happening to me, and didn't think I deserved it. I was like, dear God, not me, and I've been waiting for this my entire life. And so I began to have a sequence of experiences after that. I had something very similar happen. The period immediately after that, the entire time, right, Sharon, was completely mystical. Remember when I solved the Wordle? One word. So after having this mystical time there, this immersion, this 4-day immersion with the legendary Dickon Bettinger, and his lovely wife Koizi was there. It was lovely. Lost the pictures in the fire, dear. So sorry. One of the fires. Along with the bathrobes you used to keep here, right? Like, she's saying I'm stalking her, and I've got fucking her two bathrobes of hers here hanging on my wall. Like, how did that feel coming home from the hospital? from being involuntarily hospitalized, saying I got a stalking charge leveled against me by a woman who keeps her bathrobe in my house. 2 of them. It helps you pick one of them out, right around Christmas time, while I was stalking you throughout that shopping plaza, looking at furniture and yeah. I'm gonna have to work on the subterfuge a little bit. You know, right after the Karuna Mandala shitstorm, when Sharon declared she didn't even know if she could be my friend, a woman who said love you always no matter what. That's on you, Sharon. Yeah, because I'm too honest. At that time, and I sent her a note, and I'll show you all this text message and this email, in which I said, you know, to the effect, I have to follow my own wisdom. Isn't that what you're teaching? Can't you respect that? And I said, oh, and by the way, you were still sharing, and have been for a while, still sharing your signal with me on Find My iPhone, and it torments me, honestly. You know, and you might want to, since you don't know if you can even be my friend, you might want to discontinue that. That's like a pro-stalking move, right? That's within the stalking period. And that was in May of 2024. And in August, she had her heart open to me joining her for a few days in Portugal on my way back from my $5,000 and something retreat at Jasmine and Rosario's. Thank you for inviting your friend. That was kind of you. Right, Rosario? Open your heart, brother. Hit the QR code and open your motherfucking heart, shithead. You were such a disturbance in those fucking ceremonies. Remember when Hamilton went fucking completely off because Vivian was trying to hold her shit together, and you just kept saying after every ego, oh maestro, oh maestro, oh maestro. I had so much consideration for you, Rosario. Instead of saying, dude, man, can you fucking keep your shit to yourself so we can all have our own experience? No, I said, brother, I can't understand your English hardly at all, but I love your passion. Remember me saying that to you? Yeah. Find the authentic, and then keep it fucking to yourself when we're in ceremony, please. You don't have anything worth saying. Not in that moment. You got a lot of work to do. My brother. Jeez. He treated me like my brother. Well, not my brother Alan. He has more consideration for sure. Bits and pieces. Bits and pieces. Bits and pieces. Every time I reached out to one of those 2 teachers for their support, and I was left hanging, I learned something, because I had been abandoned enough in my life, and I learned how to tell a more beautiful story. And I would tap into a deeper space where their hearts were open way, way above this plane, way the fuck above this plane. That's where I would commune with them. And I'd go there, and what I would hear them saying is, you got this. You've got it. Yeah, you don't need, all you need, you got this. Right? I thought that's what you were telling me, you got this. I thought you knew I got this. Remember, Hamilton, how many times did I directly say to you, do you see me? I wanted to know. But you thought you were above me in seeing something. You couldn't, like, I was above here, and I was saying, do you see me? Because I'm seeing the whole thing. Right, wrapping around you. Do you see me here? And you say, I see you. You did not. You saw, I don't know what you saw, but it was not me. It was some version of you. You scare yourself, apparently. You are that powerful. You are this. be nothing else. What song was it? What was, oh, okay. Oh, I love that one. My mind is clearer now. At last, all too well, I can see where we all soon will be. Oh, wait a minute. If you strip away the myth from the man, you will see where we all soon will be. Jesus! Check out, you ever see the John Legend when he did the Jesus Christ Superstar live on Easter a bunch of years ago? He's just so full of himself. And he just got blown the fuck away by the dude that played Judas. He was a guy from Rent, and Judas is really the fucking role in that. I mean, Judas is such a powerful presence and signature, and it's so poorly understood. You know, betrayal is the flip side of sacrifice. If not for Judas's betrayal, if you want to call it that, Jesus never goes to the cross. That was the sacrifice that Judas made for the whole. That was the sacrifice that his soul made. Right? And there was other shit going on there too, right? It's the same shit. Who's fucking who? Right? Yeah, it's twisted. Yeah, you have to be there. You got to be there. So mystical, all sorts of mystical shit's happening after this big outrageous event. I mean, Sharon was doing her thing, and they were in this little beautiful little Airbnb that we found after. You should see the pictures of the fucking hellish place that Sharon had first found. Oh man, it was like Sharon, remember, it was like a fucking spooky world. I got pictures of that too, and it's disgusting, so dirty. The dust was like that thick. But we found this beautiful little place that this architect had really designed a beautiful little tiny house, and right next to the Skagit River. And so I'm walking around the Skagit River, and the driftwood there is magnificent. And I came across this thing that someone had constructed with different pieces of driftwood and everything. And I was like, as soon as I saw it, and I'll show you pictures of it, I was like, oh my God, it's Golgotha. It's a scene of the crucifixion, and the cross was right there. I still have the cross around here somewhere, unless the puppy stole it. No, I think it's in the ceremony room. It was Golgotha. It was a crucifixion scene, and I had gone through this massive experience, and it was like everything was just clicking. Remember, Sharon, the lamb that kept looking in the sanctuary with the Mother Mary? There, we kept going by, and the pictures. I mean, it was just unbelievable. And one thing after another, I'm seeing suddenly all of the patterns and the symbology, and diving deep into the sham. Oh man, it was unbelievable. And so to cap that experience off, Sharon is then going to do a 3 principles thing or something, meeting some friends in Vancouver, and of course had a big thing amongst her. Anyway, she's going to head to Vancouver or something, and I'm heading back home. And her flight's leaving a little before mine, an hour and a half or so before mine. So we got the rental car and drop her off at her terminal, and I return the car and get the bus and come back. And it's just been so mystical, and I'm spent. I just okay, we'll just let all of this settle in, right? Distract the mind. And at the time, I was into doing the Wordle. Remember that New York Times Wordle thing where I was at 5-letter word, you have to guess a 5-letter word, and so you guess a word, no hint or anything, guess a word, and then it shows you each of those spots, it'll give you something. If it's red, means like in that spot, it's the letter's not even in the word, let alone the right spot. If it's yellow, the letter's in the word, but it's not in that spot. And if it's green, it's like, you got that one locked in. And so I decided I'm going to do the Wordle, right? Just let go of this deep spiritual stuff for a little bit, right? And this mystical stuff. It's just, okay, Wordle, word of the day, Wordle. So I would always start with these, I just, what am I feeling? Spirit, talk to me. Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. First word. I've got it in my phone. Saint. Saint. Not saying anything, that's just what showed up, right? Mystical as fuck. Mystical, mystical, mystical. And I came back in quite a state. Sam, your birthday was right after that. Remember? I've seen a lot of shit. And so I had another huge event following that first experience. And again, it happened at such a time in such a way that I had a concrete time marker, like to the minute. And for whatever reason, because of who I am, I counted the hours between them. And it was 89 hours between the initiation of each of the two events. And I recognized immediately that that is a Fibonacci number. And I read in Richard Rudd's text that these things happen and they come in waves, patterns. And he said they come in a sequence and it's a descending clock, meaning they come subsequently, they come quicker and quicker, quicker and quicker and quicker. And he said the time between each is roughly cut in half. When he said cut in half, I saw the golden ratio, 1.6819 or whatever, right? The golden mean. It's the Fibonacci number. So I said, 89. Immediately plotted 55, 34, 21, 13, 8, 5, 3, 2, 1, 1. Just immediately dropped them on my calendar. And they unfolded exactly along that sequence. I had a conversation with my teacher in the midst of this with John. And before we really dove into the conversation, he was musing. I was thinking the other day, and I happened to have said to Bodhi, what would you sacrifice to save humanity? What would you be willing to sacrifice to save humanity? He just threw that out and said he'd been musing. So, JB, what's going on? And then we have our conversation. And I sent him the $250. I was generous, guys. I was fucking generous. And I'm even more generous now, whether you like it or not. And so that got this guy. I mean, you're not going to throw something like that out and not think I'm going to chase that, right? You throw the balls, yeah, I'm fucking running. Sharon knows, toss the stone, toss the stone, toss the stone. I fucking pondered that, man. I remember I was in ceremony, a little bit of cannabis. I mean, I am managing, regulating, governing my state, like knowing what the fuck I'm doing. And I'm pondering this as I'm walking around my beautiful property. What would you be willing to? Would you give up that? Would you sacrifice that? Would you sacrifice that? Would you sacrifice this? Right? Yes, I would sacrifice that. Would you? And it's like, okay, then sacrifice it. Oh, that thing? No, all of it. All. You have to be willing to sacrifice all of it. There's a trick. You have to be willing, authentically willing. Like you're there, okay, I'll do it. Like honest to God, willing, you know, it's all gone. And then she comes and she says, good, we don't have to do that. Let me show you what we're going to do. And you're like, oh, wow, isn't that cool? How about that? That's how it works. You have to be willing. Thy will. Not my will, thy will. So I pondered this and that took my fucking breath away. Oh my God, I remember exactly where I was. I was in the same location that Franklin was sitting quietly in the night uh, a year ago, April, when 2 police officers arrived at my home at high speed at 10:45 at night about some dog barking, and there was no dog barking when they came. They knocked on my fucking door, waking me from a sound sleep, interrogated me about my dog. They gotten a call about a barking dog. Showed up, there was no dog barking. They did not investigate the cause of the dog's barking, like someone breaking in or anything. No. They did not go to the neighbor who made the call, who said, there's a dog barking. No. He said, I think it's coming from over there. So they knocked on my fucking door and started interrogating me. Where's your dog? I don't know where my fucking dog is. I've been sleeping for 3 hours. You don't know where your dog is? No, he's got a fucking dog door. What the fuck is going on? I mean, I'm got shorts on. I've been sleeping in the lights. What is going on? My neighbors are texting each other, neither of which heard any dog. They're awake, they didn't hear any dog. But now they're disturbed. They say, what is going on next door? Is John okay? No, I'm not okay. These guys are violating my constitutional rights. You cannot do that. They've already addressed that in the Supreme Court specifically. That is too fucking late to be canvassing a neighborhood about a barking dog. Especially when you haven't even walked the fucking shorefront with that big flashlight that you love to shine in my eyes right now to see what the fucking dog is barking at. I don't know, maybe the coyotes. Should have seen the other night. It's on one of these videotapes. Like, they bust my balls at my dog barks at night. I live on the waterfront. Like, dogs barking, the eagles are squawking, the owls hooting, the mourning dove is... Man, she's probably coaching. The roosters start at like 3 a.m. And Casa Inti is like the epicenter of the rooster kingdom in Padre Culture. And that guy goes, and then it just concentric circles, and it's fucking amazing. It says rooster. Rooster. It's fucking cool. I mean, lighten up. They got the guy right behind us has this massive generator. Massive generator. And he starts it up about 4:30 in the morning. And I fucking love it. Because it only runs for about 5 minutes, right? And then when it goes off, the stillness. I didn't notice it before the generator came on. The noise shows me the stillness. They arise at the same time. Pay attention, you'll see it's there. It's there when the noise is there. That's the canvas for the noise, the stillness. They're both there. If you see the point, there is a line. If you see the line, there is a plane. It's all there. Here, the imagination. Euclid did it. He imagined it. Go past Euclid. Be the center of your world. Go past Galileo. You know, just don't wait as long as the Catholic Church did. You know? Leo. So I came into my home that night after this experience of like, holy shit, give up everything. And I was actually still there. The Spirit hadn't shown me yet that, no, you don't have to give up everything. It was still, yeah, you can give up everything. And it seemed to be something more. It's like, no, I wasn't quite getting it. And then I had a realization that fucking literally precipitated an experience of onset which was more than I could manage in real time. Meaning, I lost consciousness on my bed. I felt it coming on, scared the fuck out of me. I grabbed my phone to try to text John, but I could not manage that. I was not using a lot of plant medicine. It was a modest amount of cannabis. And just collapsed dead on my bed. If I had not collapsed such that enough of my torso was like on the bed, I would have just rolled off onto the floor. And I know exactly what time, I knew exactly what time that was, right? So here's another massive event getting triggered. Um, and so I know what time I like. What was that? And I sent John an email that night about some things. I'd seen a bunch of shit. I sent John an email, and I casually noted towards the end of the email, you probably missed it, John. You clearly didn't read my messages. You should have, because you would not have asked me to be your chairman and then tried to put the wool over my sheep. I said you were reflecting on what, I've been reflecting on your rumination of what, what I might be willing to sacrifice to save humanity. And I said, rather just had a really crushing experience. But I have to tell you how deeply I feel about this. I said, I love you, John, like a brother. And I did, and I do. I'm devoted. I'm no longer devoted to you. My devotion goes elsewhere. But I told you that I love you like a brother. John, the support you provided me when I was experiencing the mind fuck in my first marriage was wonderful. I'm so grateful for that. And so I meant that. I was supporting your vision. Right, like I got it. That's who I am. Everywhere I go, I see the vision. I even see beyond where they're going. I'm like, yeah, I'm about that. I'm about the team, the collective. That's who I am. I get that I am part of that collective, and that when we do it together, we all get more. Each one of us gets more, and the collective gets more. That's what it says, and I know that resonates with me. So that is where I'm coming from. And I know that as I am part of the collective, if I focus on the collective, you taught us this is the Grail, right? This is the story of the Grail. What might I do to serve the Grail? Healing the wounded king. You were the wounded king. I was offering you healing. Sure, I'll say that. Same with you, Hamilton. We're offering you healing now. I told you, John, I love you like a brother. But if it meant saving humanity, I would not think twice to betray you. I would be your Judas. Yes, brother, I would do that for you, and I did. You asked me to do that, John. I told you very clearly who I was. I did not hide anything from you. You asked me for this. And Shay, you asked me for this too. You said you wanted to feel my fury. You thought and then I told you, I said, Shay, I cannot just do that. It's like Jesus could not just do the tricks for Herod or anyone else. It doesn't work that way. I'm not saying I'm Jesus, but he was tapped into thy will, as am I. Okay, so he had his path, I have mine. But you said you wanted this, and I gave you a taste of it during the shenanigans. I gave you 11 pages of it, right? Well, that's going to be a good reading. Wait till you see the fucking flamethrower of a letter that came through. My sister was cheering me on. And then the next year, she joined the crowd and fucking hopped on and started beating on me, just like they did. The same exact pattern, Liz. Same exact pattern. It's obvious. You're a fucking psychologist in practice. Yeah, I've seen it over and over. She has to have her license taken away, put in a dark room. Dark room. Gabrielle, what are you looking at? You spend hours reading the fine print of the intake forms at the retreats. That's funny too, right? Hamilton, you trust spirit. The amount of the fine print that you have to agree to say, yeah, I've come all the way to Peru, and now I gotta sign this fucking thing in a hotel. Like, hurry up quick, show us you have insurance. Please have insurance. Do you trust life and spirit and God, or don't you? You do not. You're protecting yourself. Therefore, you are caught in fear, conflict. Guys, this is, it's super easy. It is super fucking easy. There's a single tell reveals the whole fucking thing. You cannot see one thing that is not perfection and not say you were in victim consciousness and caught in a conflict. It is that simple. So once you acknowledge that, you know, if he's conflict, beware of what he's fucking telling you. It's distorted. Don't listen to me. Grab the app. Grab the app. God am I. Talk to Megis. That's my go-to. Megis helps. He's my, you know, stagehand. Can't do any of this without my, you know, my personal Megis. What would Jake do? He wouldn't fuck you, but he's going to give you what you asked for. You asked for it, John. I told you I would betray you. And we were serious. Karuna Mandala, you said, was an organization that's going to change the fucking world. Right? Save humanity. And you're fucking with it. That's a beautiful intention that the previous stewards had. I forget their names off the top of my head. But man, would they be disappointed. And they're the ones that said, hey, what's going on? Right? And then you said, well, we already knew it before, Joel. Yeah, because these other people had to say, what the fuck's going on? We see it. My God, John. You're hilarious. Hilarious. This means nothing to a lot of you other people, but it's like he's like, he is. Don't do something stupid, man. Just talk to me. John, like the last thing I need to have in my home is a fucking gun. You have a gun in your home. You are caught in conflict and fear. No, anyone who says, well, you need that for, no, you don't. That's conflict and fear. That is your teacher who is praying and giving you, blessings. No, conflict and fear. You have to weaponize yourself. But it's a dangerous world. No, it is not. But if someone broke in, you would transcend. You know, any tobacco smokers out there, you have to get a Zippo, man. These things are amazing. It's the best part about smoking. Well, the second best part of smoking. Smoking's the best part. But the Zippo is this thing is so cool. It just, sometimes I can't hold it. It's just bzzz. But, yeah, look at it. John, don't you have a ring that looks something like that? Yeah, that's what it's all about, but you got to really do the work. And your mommy's watching. She's scared. That's why she's like in the Sangha. And same with Hamilton's. I'm doing it motherless and fatherless and brotherless and sisterless and anything but merciless. Aren't you lucky? You all get mercy. I wouldn't have been able to find it. Aren't you lucky that it's fucking dug right under my fucking rib cage here, and it won't go away. And my trigger now, when I feel, if that's fear, it screams mercy. Whenever something that thing that used to pain me, it's a reminder of my dear friend that she's there. And I told her the same. When you feel that fear, my dear, don't be afraid of that. That's me. That's just me. Please don't. Everyone else is afraid of it. You don't need to be afraid of that. She said, no, I don't need to be afraid of that. That's friendship, capital F. Remember, John, I said, I don't want to be your chairman. I want to be your friend. I wanted to love you this way. The way mercy allows me to love you. I want to love you all that way. I need your allowance. You need to allow me to do that. And until you do, you're missing out. I'm not. But this is just mine to do. I'm not like, you need to do this or I'm not going to be good. No, I got nothing else to do. I cannot work. You have put me to a state of disability. I cannot do a conventional job. This is what Spirit has for me. This is it. Jesus, John and Nicole, all I fucking heard you talking about was the how much to remodel the kitchen, how much was Bodie's cello. You know, fucking McMansions. I'm so like, you're just so. That's fine, dude. Do the material thing, but own that shit. Own it. You're lost in the material world. Material. Live. Oh, I think, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Then we'll hit some nice heaven on their minds. Oh man, it's doing some Michael Jackson. That's great. Betty loves Michael Jackson. Thriller. Oh, what a hoot. What a hoot. Yeah, okay, we'll do this one first. I'm not sure. This is. At last, all too well, soon will be. You strip away the myth from the man, you will see where we all soon will be. You decided to believe the things they say of you. You really do believe this talk of God is true. Will soon be swept away. You've begun to matter more than the people say. John, I don't like what I see. All I ask is that you listen to me. And remember, I've been your right-hand man all along. The world on fire. They found the new Messiah. And the vision when they found they're wrong. And then we called you a man. And remember, and boy, you hasn't died. Around some other way. With your famous son should have saved his brain unknown, and their father carving would he'd have made good. Chairs and wooden chairs would have suited Jesus best. Cause no one alarm. In our place. Keep in your place. Down we are. Have you all forgotten how fucking put down we are? You're getting much too loud. Shh, TV, shh. Remember that I want you to live. Too much and not enough heaven on your minds. It's gone sour, dudes. Let's sweeten it up. J.C. Hamilton, come on. Listen to the warnings I give. beautiful song. Yeah, listen to that one a bunch of times, guys.
What's the buzz?
Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. Should you want to know? Don't you mind about the future? Don't you mind in your head? About the one tomorrow. Think about today instead. What's happening? What's the buzz? Tell me what's When do we ride to Jerusalem with my donkey? Why should you want to know? Friends are fighting. Why are you obsessed with fighting? Tell me, guys, what's happening? Go down your face a bit and then me try. Go down your face a bit and then me try. Go down your face a bit and then me try. Go down your face a bit and then me try. Let me try. Yvonne Elliman, baby. Woo! Ted Neely, Deep Purple. Ooh, that is good. What I need right here and now. Oh, dear mercy. Happening? What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. Oh, that's good shit. I remember we had that on vinyl when I was a kid. Michael McGrath playing Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness, that was so much fun. And that's where we want to go. But first we have to acknowledge who we are. living in the material world. Solid, stuck in a material world. Dying in a material world. Nicole Churchill, I'm not your brother. Right? Deal with what's in your fucking family. There's obviously a lot of fucking distortion there. That is you. That's his manifestation of you. I've seen your manifestation of it. It's no less, it's no more attractive. No. Your brother is in a better place. Don't you know that? Who are you crying for? Was there something that you might have been able to help him with if you'd been more honest? With all of us. Instead of blaming the world around you. I mean, like, Nicole, read the room. Jesus Christ. You read the fucking room. So insulting. Arrogance. What do you think you're dealing with? Seriously? You think I was playing games? And you thought like, oh, that's gone. As long as we keep telling Barrett we loved him. We love you. Love you. Happy birthday, JB. To drop some of these. Oh my god. You're on fire. After midnight. courageous enough for that experience. That's what got me originally arrested, for being out after midnight, communing with spirit in the United States of America, telling the police officer quite plainly that that was what I was doing. And it did not occur to him that that was a foundational right. Never even dawned on him. Oh, strike a pose. That's about right for you guys. Vogue, I think this is a good one. Strike a pose. Blessings. Strike a pose. Shake a shakapa. Bang a gong. I would like to tell a story that's a little bit of everything. Love story, thriller, mystery. This has got, it's all in there. And you get to play. John, at least Hamilton wasn't stupid enough to put me on the chair as board. I was too dangerous for that. I didn't even put him anywhere near his board. I still got the Sanctuary t-shirt. Jake, he can spin a yarn. Buskin' ass. Go Betty, go Betty! Let it loose, baby. It's all you, Betty. Jakey keeping everybody out of the way. No one touch anything. Let Betty go. Your poor old Betty, we're living in it. John, they letting you back at in Nosara yet at that fancy dancy retreat center when you shit all over their COVID policy? Exemplar. Nosara's a weird place. It's like, it's just the worst of expats. It's like, it's like Boulder in Costa Rica. It's just harder to get to and not as pretty. I mean, I love the jungle, but man, sorry. Iquitos, my darling Iquitos stole my heart. Something authentic there. The people is still there. Found humans there. John, there's real life humans, rather Hamilton. I noticed this. all of those people that you sneer at in and around the Iquitos, all those struggling, those beautiful struggling, they're human. They're all human. The brujos and the brujas, they're human. Practicing their authentic faith, whatever you think of it. And you are so fucking distorted, you believe that they are sending things your way. That's your demons. They're simply showing you out there so that you might finally see it and hear. You cannot say those are brujos and brujas and claim you're not in conflict. You should be saying, mercy, yes, go, and bring all of that wisdom and knowledge back to us, because we are, we're stuck here within Don Julio's lineage. It's not even your lineage. You told me that you're the lineage holder. How is it you get to be lineage holder when the other guy took the orb? Is that in which book? Part 2, 3, 4, 6, 7? Maybe the next book, because you haven't been courageous enough to share your full vision. You said, oh, wait till you hear the wild stuff. Oh, okay. Now we're going to hear the wild stuff. As though your story isn't wild enough. Hamilton, let him out of your box. Oh, so I was saying to Mercy, I said, we need this hibernation period, this over the winter months. It's who we are, animals. The bears do it, and the bear is in here, right? The great bear. Black bear is what they called me, right, Sharon? That's what Melchizedek said. Didn't lose that gift. It's in me. I hibernate in the winter. Dive into the gnarly shit, and the vision goes from super expansive to super subtle, and you have to learn to really trust it. And Mercy and I are like these skinny people that have like lived in households where they like don't move the fucking thermostat, like do not touch that fucking thermostat, and having these trauma reactions that send rigors through you, and it's like so like, fuck this, you need to be somewhere warm, like we need something. So we're like fucking, rainy season in the jungle. There's a nice hibernation for people like me and like her. So we're thinking, yeah, that would work. Because New England's harsh. The winter here is harsh. It's hard. In Michigan, Ann Arbor, oh my heavens. It is. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, Ann Arbor. But during the gray of winter, it's the Dementor's kiss. It's the inverse of a big cast iron wood stove that just radiates into you. It just yeah. It's exactly what I felt when I was getting booked. I felt like I was getting sucked into the system. I could see them doing their creative writing. Skinny man, nearly 60 years of age, with a sensible Subaru roof box, golden retriever. How are we gonna spin this one? Says he was looking for a cigarette lighter out in the open, but the gas station was closed. Been a wild ride. Wild ride. Let's see, anything else? Anything else gestating, brewing, percolating, simmering, roasting, resting. Yeah, check out Sacrifice and Betrayal. I know quite a bit about both of them, and you learn one from the other. Two sides of the same coin. Both are necessary, and both fucking hurt, regardless of which end of that you are on. If you're me, anyway. That's what's available to you. You get to have the richness of that experience. Full and rich. Fully whelming, right, Hamilton? This is just fully whelming. It's not overwhelming. You are fully whelmed with what Jake is sharing. Fully whelmed. Whelmed. Fully whelmed. So it's all good. Turn fear down, Hamilton. Shh. Turn it down. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now How sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I am found, 'cause mercy rose, saw me. Do you see me now? If you don't, do not blame it on me. I'm just Jake.